go. All right. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming to class. Um, we are going to start seated. I have a nice little blanket, so feel free to sit up on your blanket. I am still having a little bit of vertigo. I'm 2 weeks in. I'm ready to be done with it, but in yoga, we honor the process and our bodies, and um, so there won't be a whole lot of forward folds or down dogs today because of it. Uh, I wanted to read a poem that was sent to me, and it is just such a stunning poem. And I read it again this morning, and I thought it was so worth sharing. It's a little long, but it's really worth sharing. And it's by a woman named As Lynn Asselta. I'm sure she says it more beautifully. It's Asselta, and she does paintings and poetry. And a friend of mine got me on her website, and this was something she wrote. So let's sit well and find a comfortable way to sit, and then maybe close your eyes, start to center in your mat and in your body and in this moment. And this is her poem. They are still here, despite the weariness of the world, despite the windy days when burdens are too heavy to carry much further. They are still here, even though it's just a Thursday, or maybe when it's some other nondescript weekday, or maybe when it's raining and the cold radiates sharp and steady from your bones. They are still here. They aren't wrapped in crinkly paper, and there are no ribbons or cards or flowery sentiments. They are easily overlooked in the chaos. But these, my dear, these are what keep us human. These are the treasures. They are the blue sea glass and the coveted shark's teeth, the suspended sliver of a moon on a starless night, the first peony of the season. They are the smiles from strangers on the sidewalk, the curiosity of a child, the cat curled quietly in your lap. They are the whispered late night conversations and the hands held, the hugs offered, and the laughter shared. They are the errant blue jay feathers that land on the porch rail near the bird feeder, or the biscuits and honey from a neighbor. Or they are quite simply the just becauses. They are the magic that still exists. These, these treasures, they make us. They are connection and acknowledgement and nostalgia. They are humanity and light and hope and love. Even when they are hard to find, they are still here. And that is something that we could remember every single day so that we don't get stuck in the mud of all of the headlines and all of that. We remember that all of these just becauses are still here in our lives. So, again, with the eyes closed, a little bit of a different pranayama this morning. We've done alternate nostril breathing often throughout the years. This one is slightly different. It is a lot like alternate nostril breathing. It's called left nostril breathing. And it taps into the parasympathetic nervous system. It is a very calming breath. They often recommend doing this toward the end of class, but I wanted to start with it this morning. And very simply, you're just going to use your thumb and index fingers. Actually, I think just your index fingers like you normally would. So you're going to take a thumb. Sorry, it's thumb. Really, it is thumb. I won't change my mind again. I had to think about it in my brain. So you're simply going to take a deep breath in, close off the right side, Exhale, left. Inhale, left side. Release your thumb, exhale both nostrils. Close off the right side. Inhale, left. Exhale, release out of both. So you're breathing in through the left side, you're exhaling through both. Inhale, left side. Exhale, both. Inhale, left side, right side's closed. Exhale, both. Close off right, inhale, left. Exhale, both. Inhale, left side. Exhale, both. Good. 5 more rounds. Inhale, left. Exhale, both. Inhale, left. Exhale, both. 3 left. Last one. Let go of your hand. Inhale, both. Exhale, both. And last focused breath. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And then open the eyes. Holy moly, that almost put me to sleep. That was so calming. So anyway, there you go. That is that a very, very calming breath. Great after before bed, or if you're feeling really stressed, wherever you are, just stop and do that left nostril breathing. All right, so today we're going to play with the eyes a little bit for the beginning part of class. So try to stay there with me. We won't be here for long. But part of yoga is also working with the eyes and where we put our gaze, also a life lesson. So we're going to start with just extending one hand, one finger, and put it out in front of me. You can tilt it up if you need to, or turn it in if you need to, just so you have that focus. And then look at the tip of that finger, or the end of that finger. Try to soften the eyes, but look. And then release that and look as far out as you can wherever you are. So you're looking at the wall in front of you or out a window. Just stay there. Keep your finger out unless your arm gets tired. And then release that and try to look at your nose, which always is tricky. So take a moment here to bring the eyes really close in, kind of staring at the center line of the nose. And then look at your finger and breathe. And one of the advices for this is to not move the gaze until you feel like you're kind of focused. And then look distant and breathe. Release your arm, look down at your nose or look at your nose with both eyes kind of rolling in. And release, close your eyes. If you have glasses on, go ahead and just take the glasses off. Rub your hands together, get them nice and warm, and then place the palms over your eyes. Maybe just tuck the chin a little bit so the head is kind of resting in the hands. And notice the warmth of the hands and the darkness that you've created. And then release the hands. Maybe bat your cute little eyes a couple times. Good. And then keeping the head neutral. So you're not moving your head. I want you to look up as far as you can without lifting the chin, which is really tricky. And then look center. And then look down. And then center. And up. And center. And down. So the center is just a tiny reset. We don't stay there long. Good. One more. Center. And then look up. Really work with the eyes. Try not to lift the chin. And then center. And look down. Center. Close your eyes. Rub those hands. Give them a good rub. And then take the palms over the eyes. Maybe tuck the head just a slight amount to let the head rest in your hands. Let go of the stress, my loves. And release. Open the eyes. We're almost done. We're going to do a circle. You pick what's clockwise for you. We're going to do 3 one direction slowly. We're going to pause and then we're going to do the other direction. And then we're going to be done with the eye movement. So we're going to start by looking up. You're not going to move your head, and then look over to maybe your right, down toward the floor, over to the left, and back up. Good. Over to the right. Try to keep your head from not following your eyes. See what you can see with that gaze. Down toward the floor, over to the left, and up. Whew. Anybody feel that? They said in the beginning, if you don't do these regularly, it can be tiresome for the eyes. Good. Last one this direction. Take it over to the right, down to the floor, over to the left, and up. And then center and just close the eyes for a moment. Deep breath in and deep breath out. And let's do 3 rounds the other direction. Open the eyes. It's amazing how little I can see without my glasses. It's like, hello out there. All right, look up. Look to the left. Look down. Look to the right. Look up. To the left. Down to the floor. Over to the right. Whew. And up. Good. Last one. Over to the left. Stay with it if you can. Down to the floor. Over to the right. Up toward the ceiling. Back to center, close the eyes, rub those hands, get them really good and warm, and cover the eyes, just tuck the head a little. Nice deep breath in, everybody. Whew. And deep breath out. Good, one more. And exhale. And release those hands. If you have glasses and you want to wear them, put them back on. Oh, everything's clear again. And shake out those poor little legs that are probably been in that same position that whole time. Good. Let's do a nice little circle with those ankles, any direction. And then a nice point and flex of the legs. Ooh, good. And then bend the knees, everybody. You can stay on blanket or off depending on your hips and your ability to tilt those hips forward. If that's more challenging, I would stay on the edge of that blanket. Good. Take the feet nice and, or not really wide, but hips width or slightly more, and drop knees to one side. Good. I would separate the feet a little more, Sissy. And other side. Good. Just start to warm up those hips a little. And breathe. And just notice again, right, as one knee drops, internal, external rotation. As the knees drop, we're doing both with the hips. Good. One more here. Go back to that first side, everybody, and turn your body around so that you're facing that thigh. And I guess I should have said one side or the other so I could be clear, but you're just bringing both hands around so that they're in front of the back thigh. And breathe. Little seated twist. Don't go too hard, too much. Breathe. And take it back. Switch the knees and wrap yourself around the other way. Come back to center. Take the soles of the feet together. Baby Baddha Konasana. And always, always protect. If you need something under those ankles, please feel free to put something there if they're not on your mat or on something soft. Good. And then lean back again. And we'll try to stay together. I'll mirror here. So take your right knee and bring it over and then open it up. Go to the other side. Bring it in and open. Just start to feel what's happening with the legs. Where do how do you sleep at night? Do you wake up with a sore hip or a sore knee? Good. Couple more. Notice that the twist is happening, slight twist in the waist. Good. Next time you are over to your left, pause. Now the knees are stacked, the feet are stacked, and wrap yourself around. You might go further this time. Please don't push this. I'm very, very mindful of early twisting. I don't go into my deepest expression. Breathe. Maybe you close your eyes and soften them, soften the pools of the eyes. Feel the stretch along that side body, maybe into the belly. And release. Take those hands together, open up the knees, go to the other side. We're stacked again. Wrap yourself around. Breathe. Maybe close the eyes. And release, come back to center, go back to Baddha Konasana. We're almost done with this. Good. You're going to take that knee over like we did before. But then you're going to keep this foot going, but you're going to keep the other knee down on the floor. So stretching that inner thigh, right? If I go too far, the other knee lifts off. So only go as far as you can to stretch the inner thigh of that leg. Good. And let's do that again. And stretch. Keep that knee down, as tempting as it is to lift. And both knees to center. Good. Go the other way. Stack the knees and then open one and just see where does it go for me. You might be low, you might be high, but keeping that knee on the floor. I don't know anyone that can open both and they're both flat on the floor. I don't know, maybe Deb, but opens and just press and release. Come back to Baddha Konasana. Almost done here. Breathe. Good. Hands or wrists on your knees. Push up. Inner thigh work, right? And release. Good. Push up. The knees up. Breathe. Soft shoulders. Release. Good. One more here. Squeeze. And release. Push your feet together, everybody. You can hang on if you want. Don't need to. Hands behind. I actually love for Baddha Konasana because it helps us draw the pelvis forward. Squeeze into your feet. And release. And then final option here, you're either going to do that or you're going to take your block at the narrowest level between the feet and push your feet into the block. So working with those inner thighs just a little bit. That's it. Woo. Yeah, right. So it is really pretty amazing. If you put the hands behind you and press the pelvis forward gently, you're going to feel this really nice big opening with those inner thighs. And release. I won't torture you by going wider. So set your block aside. Bring those legs in. Give them a good hug. And then where those elbows are around those knees, push the knees out into the elbows. And release. All right. So going into a wide leg, single side forward fold, you're going to take one block probably underneath that knee, unless that knee is down on the floor, which is lovely either way. And then sit up nice and tall. Move the flesh out of the sit bones. Your extended leg, the foot is flexed, the knees pointing straight up. We got this. Inhale, take it up. You're going to swan dive forward. Let the hands come down. Please do not overdo this. If you have any issues like this side, I always get a little bit of knee pain if I'm not mindful. So I'm just going to bend that knee a little bit to take that out. You can also put something under the knee if that makes sense. Open up the shoulders, move through the front of the chest. Go as much or as little as you would like, depending on your body. Please don't overdo. Try not to over round in the back. And then again here, maybe you close your eyes. Maybe you soften the strain of taking everything in all day long, right? Reading and on your phones. And we do tons and tons of close-up work, generally speaking. We rarely let our eyes rest or look out softly. Breathe. Try to soften the sit bones toward the floor, especially the extended leg. Good. Take that torso up. You're gonna, so this, if I'm mirroring again, it would be my right leg extended. I'm taking my left arm in front of me. So if you have your left leg extended, it'd be your right arm. Come down to your elbow and then just turn that leg so that you're now lifted and on your side. If I'm mirroring, I'm on my left hip. If you're not mirroring with me, you're on your right hip. Flex your foot. Engage that leg. Lift it only until you really can't lift it much further without really jumping it or kind of digging into that hip joint. So flex your foot and then pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Just stack knee on top of knee. Lift the top knee. Keep the feet together. Keep the hips moving forward and squeeze your back glute, everybody. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Breathe. So we stay with this isometric contraction. If I lift that knee further, I'm just going to kind of rock back. So I'm trying to keep this top hip forward while squeezing back here to really work into the glutes. And release, everybody. Come on up to your seat. Oh, straighten the legs. Give me a little Dandasana, little shakeout. And then we're going to go to the other side. So again, if I'm mirroring, you've just bent your right knee, your left leg going out to the side. So it's a wide leg that you can put a block underneath the knee if that makes sense for you. Open up the shoulders. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Go easy. Find where it is on this side. Notice where you feel your stretch. Is it right? So this is really, it's an inner thigh and hamstring stretch. So you may feel this more inner thighs, adductor muscles. You might feel more hamstring muscles. If you're getting pain in your hip crease, please shift your leg until you don't. And then soften in, kind of snuggle in, maybe even close your eyes, right? We're so visually focused if we have our vision, if we're not limited there. And sometimes it really helps to close the eyes to go a little bit more internal. Soften the shoulders, lengthen through the torso, allow your body to open in its own time. Big deep breath. You got it. Press yourself up. You're going to take the bent knee side, come down to hand or elbow. Usually elbow works for everybody. And then you're going to turn that hip so the toes are pointing straight forward, not up. We're lifting the leg until we feel that engagement, that tensor fascia lata, right? That side hip muscle working. And then we're going to pulse for 10 right from here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee, stack knee on top of knee, and then lift the top knee. The side's harder for some odd reason until you feel that resistance. And the only way to get past that resistance would be to roll your hip back. You don't want to do that. So you want to embrace, whoo, no pain, zero pain here, but maybe a challenge, right? Maybe, oh, maybe those hips having to work, those glutes having to work pretty hard in this isometric move. Good, breathe, stay with it if you can. And release. Whoo, and come on up to a seat, everybody. Whoo, straighten those legs. Give me a good solid Dandasana. The feet are flexed, the quads working. Shoulders roll back, maybe take the arms up. Breathe. Notice, don't over scream the fingers. Try to keep the wrists in line. One, you're here. Two, one leg's gonna lift. Breathe. And then bend the knee, come into a figure four seated. When you're ready, slide that leg up any amount and then hang on. So you might be really low, right? You might even be straight leg and you're getting a stretch in that hip. So take it to your level. Shake out that hip. Nice big smile. Hey, over there, smile. Woo, yeah, feel that hip, everybody. Now, this is also going to be optional. You're going to release, put those hands back on the floor, straighten the leg. Either you're going to leave that leg in that figure four, or you're going to take it off the leg for a more traditional Janu Sirsasana. So either one. This version stretches that bottom leg's hamstring more. That means you do less. Tabish? All right, take the arms up. Exhale, swan dive, hands down. Whoo, shoulders back. Holy moly, you feel that? It's like, hello, hamstring. Breathe. Notice, watch that knee to the extended legs knee. You do want to be mindful that it doesn't feel hyperextended. So if your other foot or your other shin is on that leg, make sure it's above the knee or below the knee. That works too, right, Betty? Come on up, everybody. Take the arms up. Exhale to your heart. If you can, don't use your hands, straighten that leg and shake them both out. Roll the shoulders back. Let's do the other side. Take the arms up. Hold on to that beach ball between your hands. Flex your feet. Lift your other leg. Breathe. When you're ready, you're going to bend the knee and turn it out and either land it above your knee or on the floor, regular Janu, and then swan dive, take it forward. Oh, yeah. Breathe. Try not, it's not about how low you go, right? We know this by now. It's about finding the sensation. Where do you go? What do you look at when you're in a pose? Like, what was I just looking at? My toes going, ugh. Right? What do we look at? Can we not focus on the and focus maybe beyond that, right? To the just becauses in our lives. And come on up, everybody. Take those arms up. Release that leg, straighten it out, give everything a good shake. Well done. And then let's come to table pose. So table pose, you are welcome to be on your hands or on your elbows. So if you're having some wrist stuff, go ahead and take it down to your elbows. Press the right leg back and then lift that leg and think about it, right? Really draw the low belly in, really draw the pelvis in so that you're not leaning into the lower back here. And with that leg very fired up, I want you to pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then step it all the way over. So you're stepping it over the left side. Maybe you look back at that foot. Maybe you stretch out the right side of your body. Lift that leg on purpose. Take it back to the floor, but straight. Then release the other one and find plank, either on hands or on elbows. Breathe, fire up the legs, everyone. Tone in through the body. Press yourself away from that floor. Deep breath. Lower one knee, lower the other knee, and child's pose or hero pose. Shake out the wrists if they're chatty. And come on back, table pose. Left leg reaches out, belly tones in, the leg lifts. So where is your gaze in this pose? For me, it kind of sits at the top edge of my yoga mat. So I'm not dropping my nose all the way to the floor, but I'm not over lifting my head either. Think about that nice, beautiful line and lift, pulse for 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe, everyone, and then step it across. Land the foot, look back, stretch out your side. You've got it. Whew. That's the harder move for me. Lift that leg, take it back to center, drop the toes, come back to plank. Now, if you're in plank and you would rather be in half plank, just drop the knees. Big deep breath. Woo. Lower both knees. Come on back. Child's pose, hero pose, anything that you can. Shake out the wrists or release them. Could be on your belly. You can be in puppy stretch. You got this. Good. Come on up. No rest. No rest. Come on. Baby rest. All right. Right knee stays down. Left leg goes long. That right foot kickstands out. And we turn over to our sides. Good. And then again, notice, right? Your knee that's on the floor, hip to knee, fairly lined up. It doesn't have to be perfect. Your wrist and your shoulder standing side is fairly lined up. Your other hand is on your hip, and then optional, you can lift the top leg and breathe. Now, from here, your toes are pointing straight forward, not up. And I want you to give me baby pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Listen up. You're going to put that hand back on the floor. Betty, I would use caution here. And you're going to slide that leg over the imaginary table. Drop that leg out to your side. Gate pose. Walk the hands up. Take your hands to your hips. Maybe level out the hips or keep the hips down or hands down. If your extended leg is your left leg, your left hand goes down that leg. Right arm reaches up and over. That's it. And then again, where is your gaze? Is it down toward the floor? Is it fairly level, just gazing out? Keep it soft wherever you've chosen. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, both hands down. Your right hand stays where it is. The left arm, same side as your extended leg, goes into a twist. Breathe. Keep a softness at the neck. And exhale, release. Bring that leg back in. And again, child's pose, hero pose. I'm just going to turn around so I have room for the next side. Find your breath. Maybe smile. All right, come on back up, everybody. Second side. You start in table pose. The left knee stays down, but then it kickstands out. And we extend the right leg. If I were being particular, my right knee kind of intersects with my arch on the back, but you can go wide. You can, figure out where you feel sturdy, where you feel balanced. And then take the top hand to the top hip. So another secret of this particular pose is drawing the tailbone forward to keep those hips stacked one on top of the other. So you're here, maybe you lift. All right, on this side, I'm getting a little dizzy, so I'm going to stay neutral. Everybody else, lift that leg. Yep, breathe. There it goes. And give me 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand down. Slide the leg over. You kickstand that knee. And then walk your hands up to your hips. Pause. This time it's right hand going down right side of your leg. Left arm comes up and over. Nice, beautiful twist here. Or sorry, beautiful side bend. That's it. Take both arms up. Exhale, both hands down. Bring that leg back. Flip your toes under and then come to standing in a way that makes sense for you all the way up. You can go through down dog. Whew, good. Roll that out. Shake it out. Shake out the legs. Breathe. Roll the shoulders. So take the hands to the hips, everybody. I'm doing a lot of so's. You notice how you get in this pattern of you say like or you say so, and I've been so. Zip it. Okay. Shoulders back. Stand tall. Nice mountain pose. Want you to take your right leg out to the side and give me a toe tap. And breathe. Now, squeeze the glute, particularly on that right side. I am mirroring here in case you're confused. Flex and see if you can lift the foot off the floor. Find your balance. One hand can come to a wall and then pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Good. Release the hands, stand in mountain pose, find where you take your gaze, right? Especially for balance work, because we need that steady, solid spot that isn't moving. Breathe in, breathe out, soften your eyes, hands to your hips. Let's take the other leg out. Squeeze in through the standing leg, but also engage the leg that's extended out. If you can, you're going to shift and lift. You can tap, by the way, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release and shake that out. So balance work and focus and that drishti, that focal point, all makes sense with when you're doing balance poses. So stand tall again. You're going to take that first leg and tap the toe forward. Squeeze in through the standing, squeeze in through the standing legs, hip and glute. Lift and pulse. And now you can tap and lift, okay? So don't feel like you got to stand here the whole time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release and shake that out. Mountain pose, solid, good, strong, lifted chest. Other side, bring that toe forward. What happened to the standing hip? Let's squeeze it in, lift, and then see if you can do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Shake it out. How's everybody doing? How's our balance this morning? All right, last one here. Bring it back. So start back with the first leg. Here's the thing, right? We got to stay lifted and then squeeze. You can tilt the torso forward a little if you want. Don't have to, depends on your body. See if you can lift that toe off the floor. And then give me teeniest, tiniest pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that knee to chest if you can. Hold on to it. Stand tall. And release. Shake that out. Second side. Step it back. Bring the tailbone forward so we're not really reaching into the lower back. See if you can lift it off the floor. That's even tricky, right? Depending on your legs. And then see if you can give me 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee to chest. And release. Shake it out. Come on back to mountain pose. Feet or hips width apart. And I want you to circle your hips. Ooh. And circle the other way. And come to stillness. Let the hands come down. Now, tip of a finger to a wall, especially if balance is challenging. I want you to fire up the legs and the hips and simply close your eyes. And breathe. You may feel yourself wobbling a little bit. That is okay. I want you to notice when we take that sense of sight out, how we feel. Do we feel steady? What can we do with the legs or the hips or the glutes to help us feel sturdier or steadier? And then open the eyes. Good. Shake that out. Come on up to the front of your mat. Have your blocks at the front of your mat up at the highest level. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands come to your blocks. Very mindful that these blocks are tippy. Step back with your right leg, come into a nice high lunge. And breathe. Take the hands to your knee, lift your chest. Press through the back leg, lift through the front torso. Take the arms up, everyone. Find your breath. Take your hands to your heart. Lean forward, put those hands on your blocks again, push down on your blocks. Optional, 1, you're here. 2, you're gonna tap your knee and then lift it up. Yep, don't go too far. Good, tap and lift. 3, we're doing 5. Try not to depend on the hands as much as you're depending on the legs here. Last one, lift the knee, straighten the front leg. So now we're in a very long pyramid pose. Maybe your back heel has dropped, maybe not. Lengthen through your torso, everybody. Find your breath. And then bend your front knee, listen up. You're gonna lower those blocks. You're gonna leave your right hand block on, your hand on your right side block, and just take your left knee out to the side. Be mindful here. I just took my left side block and moved it out wider so that I had room for that thigh or that leg to rotate out. Release, bring it in. Bring the blocks back in and step forward and come up to standing. Oh, yeah. All right, second side, take it up. Exhale, take it down. Soften the knees, step back left leg this time. Breathe. Notice. Nice squeeze here. Take your hands to your knee. Lengthen up through the chest. Come into a nice high lunge, everybody. Breathe. Hands to heart. Lower back down. Keep the weight easy on the hands. Drop that knee for 5 or just bend it and straighten it. 1, 2, 3. Don't hurt your feet. 4 and 5. Lift up. Take those blocks a little bit lower. Walk your right hand block out if you want, or even in will work. And take the right knee out to the right side. Good. Sis, try not to sink into the left hip so much. Breathe. Squeeze the left glute. Come on back to center and straighten the front leg. Your blocks can be medium, they can be high. Whew. Nice job, everyone. Bend the front knee, walk yourself forward, bend both knees, hands to knees, and come up and find that stability, find that, shake everything in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to your blocks. Take them up nice and high. Step back two-thirds of the way with your right foot. Pyramid pose. The left hip rolls back. The torso gets super long. Maybe you walk your blocks forward so that the arms are outstretched. The legs are working, stretching that hamstring. If you want, you can take that head down. I'm going to keep mine somewhat elevated. Breathe. Bend your front knee. Walk the blocks forward. Lift your back knee or back leg. Hold here or give me 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Stay in the glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that leg next to the other. Bring those blocks back. Bend both knees, hands to knees. Come on up, everybody. Whew. And shake it out. All right, second side. Take it up. Exhale forward. Soften the knees. Step back with the left leg. Remember, it's kind of more of a 2/3. 3/4. You do your own math there, but it's not a big step. It's not as long as your lunge stance. The front knee straightens, the front hip crease draws back, the back leg active. You can lower the blocks if you'd like, or you can take the blocks, keep them higher, and walk them forward a little bit to work on lengthening the torso. I so often see a lot of rounding here, and I would much rather see length. I'd love to see that upper back lengthening out to a natural curve instead of rounding so my nose can come by my knee. Yick. All right. Breathe. Bend the front knee, everybody. Whew. Walk your blocks forward as an option. Lift your left leg. Find that. And if you want 10 pulses, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Bend both knees and come up to standing. Oh, and just roll that out. Good. Step wide on your mat. The toes turn out and the knees turn out to face the toes. The hands come to your hips. I want you to bend one knee. And when you bend it, you kind of look and you can see that your knee and your ankle line up more or less, hands to hips. And then switch to the other side and go really easy here, right? So what we don't want is for you to put a phenomenal amount of pressure on the inner knee when that leg is straight. So you want to feel like you're pretty lined up and in control of this as you go back and forth. Go easy. No biggie, right? There are a lot of serious things going on in the world. This is not it. All right, the next time your right knee is bent, hold right here. Tilt the torso forward, but really reach your behind back. And then take the hands or fingertips to the floor. Press the legs away from each other. Don't overdo. If you're too low, this doesn't feel good. Your blocks probably should be there. If this hurts your hip or your knee, then release this fully and just do a straight leg forward fold. Maybe you sink in more and you walk the hands toward the right. Ooh, keep pressing that right knee out to the right. Keep landing that left foot. Walk the hands to center, straighten the legs, bend both knees. Take your hands to your knees and come on up. All right, side to side. Side to side. Next time those knees are bent or that knee is bent to the left, hold. Press the hips back, super important. If you don't get those hips back, you end up leaning way over that bent knee. Not a good thing. Not an ideal thing, I'll say that anyway. Start here, keep the hips pressing back, the legs are grounded. And breathe. If you want, walk those hands toward the left a little bit more, sinking into the pose, noticing what the other leg is doing. Woo, yeah. Deep breath. And walk those hands to center, straighten the toes more, bend the knees. Take your hands to your knees and come on up. Woo. And step those legs together, grab one block. Take the block between the thighs. Give it a good squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Oh, it always just feels good. I don't know why, really. It's just like everything comes back to the middle. Take your hands to your hips. This will just be for fun because it is. Lean into one foot, lift the other foot off the floor. Again, balance work. Whichever foot you lifted, take the opposite arm up and down. Squeeze your block. And release. Squeeze your block, lean, lift, switch. It's kind of a sideways airplane, right? Breathe and release. Take that block out, everybody. Well done. Shake it all out. I do want to, I'm going to show you something. We're going to come to the floor, but I did just see this yesterday and it was interesting, but knee issues. Please do not do this. You won't be able to do this. But it was, they called it the old man test. Sorry. And it was, can you come from standing to the floor and back up again? So I'm just going to show you that because it's in my brain. And you could do it with me if you want. So you're going to stand. Hard part is this, you're not using your hands. So you're going to stand here. And if you're not doing this with me, you can come to the floor on your butt. Okay, so you're going to bend and squat. And then put both knees on the floor and sit, no hands. And then you're going to sit to your side and get one leg out and the other leg out. And then you're going to cross your legs, cross your knees. This is where my hubby had difficulty. His body just doesn't do it. Lean forward, come up onto your knees. One foot forward, other foot forward. You're coming back up. How'd you do, sis? Yay! So it's just kind of fun. It's just kind of fun. All right, so come on down to the floor, everybody, in your own way. You can do that one again if you want. You can look it up online and then have a seat. Grab one block. Take the block between the knees. If that hurts the knees, by the way, you're going to take it between the thighs instead. So squeeze that block Breathe. Come down to elbows if that is okay for your shoulders. Lift the legs. Yep. And breathe. Now you're going to take the knees to one side so that you are leaning on one hip. Squeeze your block. This is simply core work. Come to center. Go to the other side. Squeeze. Come to center. Go back to the first side. Here's the tricky part. Take that opposite hand off the floor. Squeeze your block. Use your core. Hand down, elbow down, center. Go to the other side. Squeeze. Release one hand. Woo! Back to center and release. Roll your shoulders. Squeeze the block. Lean back, lift, hold on to the back of your thighs. Roll the shoulders back, lift your chest, everybody. See if you can straighten the legs, still squeezing your block. And then bend. One leg only. And bend. Other leg only. Where's your gaze? Both legs. A lot of balance work today, different ways. And release. Whew. Set that block aside. Lean back, lift, boat pose, knees bent or legs straight. Your choice. If you straighten the legs and you collapse, is it really worth straightening the legs? Not for me anyway. Big deep breath. Press the feet against an imaginary wall. Lift your chest and release. Well done, everyone. All right, we're coming down to the floor. Please keep a block near you and your strap. If you want a pillow for your head, go ahead and grab your blanket, place it underneath your head. We're going to be down for the rest of class. Pause, excuse me, pause here. Eyes closed, your feet are on the floor, your knees are bent, your hands are resting off to your sides. And just breathe here. Leave your left foot on the floor, straighten the right leg so it's all the way down on the floor. Squeeze the right glute. Flex your foot on the right side. Lift the right leg until it points up toward the ceiling. You're going to take it. Now, if you can, you're not going to use your strap. If you would rather, for any reason, use your strap, just grab it and put it around your right foot. It's all right. Good. You're going to take the right leg over to the side, but just a little bit, not as far as you can. You're keeping the left foot grounded. And then you're going to slide that leg down toward the floor. So you're doing basically a circle, but you're not going super wide. If you get a click sound in your hip, I want you to change directions and see if that click goes, that my hip is clicking. So I'm going to go down first and then out and up. So don't, even if the click doesn't hurt, don't let it keep clicking. If it does it, you'll know what that is. Good. Circle, slow. If you're still doing one direction, change your direction again, unless it clicks. Breathe. Good. Last one here. You're going to take that leg up. The right foot is flexed toward the ceiling. You're going to lift the left leg so that your knees are beside each other. So your left knee is bent, and then straighten the left so that you're in a pyramid pose in the legs. One leg is low, one leg is high. We're pressing through the belly. If you're okay, you can close the eyes. Just let core work here. Breathe and then lower the left leg about halfway. So now you've gone into a longer pose for your legs. And then lower the left leg all the way to the floor and release both knees to chest. Good. Feet back to the floor. You're back to neutral. Right foot stays on the floor. Left leg extends all the way down. Hips are nice and even. Hands are down on the floor. Take the left leg up. And then again, you decide you can try going out first and then down. I would do that for 3 or 4 or 5. Long as there's no clicking, no clicks. What I have read is that that is usually benign unless it hurts. However, it is a tendon popping over, usually a bone or another tendon, and you don't want to do that often. You don't want to irritate that. Good. Switch directions if you have not already. A lot of hip inner thigh work today, some core work, some balance. Good. Let's do one more big circle. Keeping that left foot up toward the ceiling. Bend the right knee and then extend it out so that the feet are, I don't know, 2/3 of that way apart from each other, right? A couple of feet maybe. Press through the belly. Keep that left leg strong. Keep it pointing straight up if you can, or use your strap. And then lower the right a few, I don't know, maybe another foot about halfway down to the floor. Really squeeze your belly here. Breathe. And then lower the right leg all the way to the floor, still extending the left leg, potentially without any assistance from a strap. And release fully both knees to chest. Good job, everybody. Rock the knees side to side and lower both knees toward the right. Eyes are closed. If your twist is a little too much, you can take your hand in a soft fist between your knees or take a block underneath the knees. Breathe. As you're ready, one knee up and then the other knee, both knees going to the other side, twisting in that direction again, being just very mindful of how this feels in your body, closing the eyes. Soften the jaw. Releasing this side, one knee and then the other knee, both hips nice and sturdy, centered, grabbing your blocks, Baddha Konasana here with blocks as your support. So the soles of the feet come together. The blocks will go at any height that makes sense so that your legs can rest comfortably on the blocks. Often you have to put the blocks, somewhere around the thighs more so than the knees, but just find what feels really comfortable to you here. If you have glasses on, take your glasses off. Just set them aside in a safe place. Rub your hands together vigorously. And then take the palms of the hands to the eyes. Let the fingers soften across the forehead. Feel your breath. Good. One more time. I want you to take the hands together. Rub them really hard. Get lots of heat in those palms. And place them over your eyes. Soften the elbows. And imagine sending love to your eyes, sending rest to your eyes, knowing that what we train our focus on is what our lives see, what our lives are. And so maybe as the poem suggests, even through the stormy days and the chaos, we see the beauty, the beach glass, the sunset, the bird flying effortlessly, or the flower. We see the love in a person's eye, the hug that means more than any words. We see the just becauses. As you're ready, release the hands from your eyes and just let the hands rest wherever they feel good. They can be on the legs or the belly or the floor beside you. The legs can either stay in Baddha Konasana, or you can just reach and place the blocks under your thighs instead and straighten the legs. Feel the soft rise and fall of your breath. See if you can soften down even more. Those of you who are ready, start to wiggle your toes. Maybe circle your ankles and deepen the breath. And then bend one knee and then the other. Maybe you slide your blocks out of the way as you draw your knees to your chest. Rock side to side. Allow the knees to roll over to one side. And then very gently, as I put my glasses back on, come on up. Whew. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale them to your heart. Bow to all the just becauses in your life that give your life meaning. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming to class, everyone.